Hi class. So I wanted to explain to you guys what article of the week is and why we do it in my classes. So first of all, article of the week is a way for you to read current literature. A lot of times in class we're reading things that was written maybe 100 years ago, or if we're reading Shakespeare 400 years ago. So the article of the week is usually about some sort of current event that is happening right now. So it's a way for you guys to kind of be up on current events. It's a way for you guys to practice your annotating and your writing skills and to become better critical thinkers. So that's why we do Article of the Week. Article of the Week is basically composed of two separate things, okay? Last semester, if you were a virtual student, when we went virtual, we only did one part of the assignment. Because everything that we're doing this semester is supposed to be the same in class and online, I want you guys to do both parts of the assignment, just like my students are doing in class. So what you guys are going to be doing is you guys are going to be annotating the article, okay? And basically all annotating means is you're taking notes, making notes in your own words about what you're reading. It's kind of like your reaction to what you're reading, okay? And you guys can sort of read these instructions here. This gives you some kind of information about what kind of annotations that you could make. In addition, if you guys, and hopefully you already saw this from your other assignment, but these reading comprehension strategies are also annotation strategies. So you can make connections, you can ask questions, you can sort of summarize the main idea or the importance of the article or the section that you're reading. You can synthesize your knowledge, so you can put sort of multiple pieces together and summarize what you learned from that text. So there's lots of different things that you can do and how you can annotate. So hopefully that's not too hard for you guys because you're just writing down what your thoughts are about the article. Each annotation should be at least 5 words in length, and basically it should be a good sentence. Sometimes the best annotations are longer than that. They're closer to 10 or 15 words, but you need at least 5 to get full credit. You also need 4 annotations per page, okay? So if it's a 2-page article, you'll have a total of 8 annotations. But you guys are just sort of writing down what you think about the article as you're reading it. And you should annotate different parts of the article. So like not all of your annotations should be in like the first paragraph, right? Like you want to show, basically your annotations show that you read and understood the article, okay? The second part is the written reflection, okay? And that is where you essentially have one of 5 different options. So I'm going to kind of focus in on that. I would like for your written reflection to be about 200 words. It can be longer than 200 words, but that's what I told my students in class that I wanted, and that's kind of what I want from you guys as well. So a written reflection is not the same thing as a summary, and please understand that. I am not asking you to just summarize the article, okay? I'm going to read the article. I know what the article is about. You don't need to summarize the article, okay? What I do want you to do is I want you to react to the article. I want to know what you think about the article. So there are 5 different ways you can do that, and you guys can kind of read through this. You can choose 3 interesting quotes. Make sure your quotes are only maybe 1 or 2 lines long. They shouldn't take up your whole reflection. But you can choose a couple interesting quotes and react to them. You can do what's called what, so what, now what. Basically, that's 3 separate paragraphs where you summarize what you learned, why it's important, and the so what, why is it relevant or important, and then the now what questions do you still have, okay? You can also reflect on 3 things you learned. So maybe you want to explain sort of 3 main ideas of what you learned, and then the 4th paragraph, explain which one's the most important and why. You can choose one of the following 3 sentence starters. So you could say, I noticed, or I wonder why, and you make a paragraph basically about each one of those. So you would choose 3 of those, do 3 paragraphs. And then you can also do the free response, okay? If you do the free response, I would say try to write at least 15 sentences. Again, I'm looking more at the word count and less at the sentences. So if you have, if you're trying to look and see, are my sentences long enough or whatever, don't really worry about that. Worry about the word count. Is it at least 200 words, okay? So remember, you need to use evidence to support your opinion. So I would say probably about 3 different times you should try to reference the text. Doesn't mean that you have to quote 3 separate times. Um, doesn't mean, you can summarize in your own words as long as you provide like the page number where you got that from, and that's totally fine. What I am going to do is I'm going to upload an example paper, so an example response from last year that got full credit, to kind of give you guys an idea of what I'm looking for in the reflections. Um, so here's the rubric for how you are being graded, okay? And this is 50 points every week. Your annotations are 25 points, and then your reflection is 25 points. So the annotations portion, you need to have several annotations. They need to show that you are thinking about the text, that you're showing deeper reading and interaction with the text. They should be insightful, and they should focus on understanding of the text. Your responses, which is your written portion, they should demonstrate excellent critical thinking about the article through giving your opinion. Okay, so tell me what you agree with, tell me what you disagree with, right? Tell me where you think the author is, crazy or whatever. So give your opinion, and then what further evidence is needed? Like, really be critical of the author. Maybe the author makes a claim and doesn't really back it up with good evidence. Or maybe the author says something, but it's kind of confusing the way that they wrote it. So how would you better write this article? What could the author do to improve? Okay. So what further evidence is needed, and uses text evidence in a meaningful way. And that's where you need to have probably at least 3 different pieces of text evidence. They don't have to be quotes. If they are quotes, make sure they're pretty short, because most of this reflection needs to be in your own words, okay? But you need to kind of reflect on certain parts in the text, so make sure that you do reference the text in your response, all right? So hopefully that makes sense to you. I will be posting your article of the week every week on Monday, and it's due on Friday. So you have basically all week to work on it. You will be uploading your annotations, as well as you'll be uploading your reflection. Okay, so it's kind of a 2-part assignment. Please make sure when you are uploading your annotations that you are using the OneDrive app on your phone. You can go through those instructions on Teams, like how to upload that, but basically it should be one document that has your annotations and one document that has your written reflection. And you can write your written reflection, or if you want to type it out, that's fine too. Either way is fine with me, as long as it's about 200 words or so, okay? So if you have any questions about Article of the Week, please let me know. I look forward to reading your annotations and your reflections and seeing what you guys think about these articles. All right, take care of yourselves. Bye.